Now, Cancers and Cancer lovers, don't come for me. Don't come for me no day. Okay? I made a Cancer Aquarius joke earlier because y'all know I got jokes. And I don't want the Cancers because I know sometimes y'all are a little, it's irritated with me because I might not always be as sensitive as I could be. So I just wanted to let you know I'm just making jokes. Don't be pissed at me, because I don't judge any sun signs based on just the sun sign. I need to see your whole chart before I judge you. I need the whole thing. So I just want the Cancers to know that I love you. And I'm actually going to do a whole letter from a Cancer about an Aquarius. Okay? It's my love for my Cancers today. So let us first begin by me saying, hi, I'm Queen Husset Haru, and thank you for joining me for Ask an Aquarius, another great episode. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell that's next to it. Give us a thumbs up, and please pass this video on to somebody else who might like it as well. Also, please leave us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you have time, hang around because I'm going to read 2 of my favorite comments and respond to them from previous videos. If you would like to get a reading done, or if you would like to check me out on social media, please check underneath this video because all my information is underneath there. If you want to become one of my patrons on Patreon, or if you want to give me a Christmas present, my Patreon link and my Amazon wish list are underneath this video. So let's check out this letter from a Cancer. So this Cancer, I cannot say her name. I don't know if this is African or Indian. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to give her initials so I don't butcher her name and feel like a real idiot. I'm going to call her NS. So NS the Cancer. So NS commented on my Cancer Aquarius joke. I put it up there today. I've been making a lot of memes that are jokes because I realized that people need to laugh more. We're in some pretty heavy times. So I've been trying to spread humor and love and light and positivity a little bit more than I even usually do. So NS said to me, she says, "Someone please help me. I'm a Cancer. My boyfriend is an Aquarius. I've done everything to show him that I love him. I know that it's hard for him to fall in love with me, so I accepted that, and he always tells me he's fighting his feelings for me. Every time when we fight, I'm the only one who makes effort and call him. But now I decided to leave that to him. Today is the 3rd day he hasn't said anything to me. These days, he has a tendency of just getting angry at me. Before, he never ghosted me. We spoke every day, but just the greetings, no deep convo when we did talk. It was always about him, his emotions, of which I didn't have a problem with that, although I need him to hear my problems too. He hurts me a lot and never listens to what I have to say. Instead, he says I'm shouting every time I tell him what I don't like. He ends up overpowering me, but I've never caught him with a girl. But he's always eyeing them. What do I do in this situation? I really love him so much. He's a jerk, okay? He's a class A jerk, straight up. And based on what you told me in this paragraph, and I know there's a lot more, there's 2 sides to every story, and I'm sure there's a lot more details to this story. But based on what I see here, he's a jerk. And I'm going to tell you, let's go back to the very beginning. Number 1, you said that you're doing things to show him that you love him, even though he has a hard time and he's fighting his feelings for you. So the first thing that I have a problem with is I have a problem with how you love somebody who you really don't even know. He doesn't even talk. You said down here that he will talk about things. He saw. Let me see. What does he talk about? You said it's not a deep conversation. It's just all about him. So my first thing is that you don't have a reciprocal relationship. You have a one-sided relationship. So you're listening to him, showing him you love him, being there for him, calling when things go wrong. You are doing too much. And the reason why I said that is because he's not reciprocating the same energy. So not only is he a jerk, in my opinion, but if he is fighting feelings, I really question that, because sometimes Aquarius do fight our feelings, and sometimes we just say we're fighting our feelings so that we can hold on to that person. So it feels like to me that he likes having you around because he's getting something from you that he likes. Maybe he likes sex. Maybe he likes you listening to him. Sometimes that's more than enough. It could be any one of those things, but he's keeping you around because of what you do for him. That's the one-sided part. It's not because of what he wants to do or wants to give you or wants to enrich in your life. You see? Anytime you're gone for days and he doesn't even bother to try to, say anything, that tells you right there that either A, he's not ready to talk, which is fair, or he just doesn't care. And based on what you're telling me here, because the relationship is one-sided, because it's not reciprocal, this is not a real relationship. And it does make me wonder why you love him. It makes me wonder why you're showing up. Why are you showing up for somebody who's not showing up for you? Because I'm going to tell you, that doesn't really scream love. That screams codependency. That screams abandonment issues. You see, that screams somebody who wants somebody to love them for them, but it's not out of a need for love. It is out of a need for love, but it's not out of a need for love from that one person. It's a need for love in general. And I always tell people, if you have a need for love in general, the worst thing you can do is look for it in other places. I did that, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Don't recommend it. I don't recommend it because you're looking for them to love you, to make you feel better, and it's not. Even if he did love you, it would not make you feel better. The only way to work that out is to give yourself that love. You have to start to love yourself. You have to start to be good to yourself. And this is something I severely lacked for a long time. And I got into so many different relationships and I dated constantly. I was always with a different friend or a different lover or in another relationship because I was looking for someone to love me when the person that needed to love me was me. I needed myself. I needed myself. I needed to tap into my own strength. I needed me. And I couldn't expect somebody else to give me what I had to give myself. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us want to be in relationships because we want that love that we didn't get from our parents, or we got some but not all that we wanted, or maybe we had a lot of siblings, or maybe one of our parents was absent. And then we grow up to look for that missing void, that missing piece in other people. And no matter what they do, if they fulfill it or try to fulfill it or come up to the plate or not, they will always fail eventually, because that can only come from inside of you. You have to love yourself, and then after you start to give yourself love, you will start to vibrate differently, and you will attract a person who is vibrating similarly to you. So you'll attract somebody who loves themselves and is ready to be maybe in a relationship or maybe just a friendship, but they loving themselves, you're loving yourself, and y'all can work through that from a healthy place. Right now, you're not working from a healthy place. You're working from what feels like, and I could be wrong because I don't know you, but it feels like a place of dependency. It feels like a place of need. So you're coming from a place, and it's not unfair. A lot of us, like I said, myself, a lot of us come from this space, but it's not going to help you. Even if he turned around tomorrow and did everything that you wanted him to do, eventually you would find that it's not enough. This happens time and time again. I have so many clients I watch go through this. You know, they'll get with somebody. Like, I have an ex that was like this too. And she was more severe than I was. And every time she got with somebody, they would try to step up to the plate. I even tried to step up to the plate. And I don't really step up to too many plates. And with her, I did step up. I told you all about her. That's the Taurus. And she would have people step up. She would have people try to give her that love. She would have people try to be there for her and connect with her. And she would sabotage it, or it would go wrong, or something would happen because deep down inside, she didn't love herself enough to think she even deserved it. And she wasn't vibrating in a right way to draw someone to her that would be a cooperative match. So we might have cared for her, we might have wanted to be in her life, but we weren't a good match for her. And I see that now, you know, in hindsight, I'm like, me and her wasn't a good match. I cared about her. We had some good times, some great times. I still care about her and I still talk to her, but we weren't a good match. My life path and her life path were not even in the same neighborhood. They weren't even on the same, you know, the same planet, I don't think. So I feel like that's what's going on here with you. And I feel like you should dump him. And I feel like you should pick yourself up the same way I did when I was a emotional mess. I picked myself up, found me a therapist, got some self-help books, got me some crystals so I could start healing, you know, started, you know, journaling. And it was a process. It wasn't like a day or so. I started the process before I even stopped seeing Voldemort. I started going to therapy to get away from Voldemort. That was the whole purpose of why I started. I was like, I can't shake this person, you know? And that's why I started going to therapy. And that happened when I was like 29 years old. So this process, I'm 43 now, this process took a while to really happen. And it depends on how much, you know, it depends on how hurt you are, how broken you are, how, you know, whatever's going on in there, it depends on how bad the damage is, how long it will take you to heal it. So if I were you, that's what I would do. I would try to work it out that way, because this man is not going to be able to do anything for that void that's inside of your soul. And it doesn't sound like to me he even wants to. It sounds like to me that he just wants you to be there for him. It's a very selfish kind of energy, if you ask me. And you said that he's always eyeing women, so he's disrespectful. So you're going to eye women in front of me? You can't eye women when I'm not around? I'm not around enough that you could do that, you know? You have to eye them in front of me. And the only kind of man that does something like that is a man who really does not, either doesn't respect you or doesn't see a future with you. Or a man that can't control himself, which is just as bad, because even if he wants a future with you, he can't control himself. So you're going to be going through that wandering eye for the rest of your life? Nah, no. So that's what I would do. I would take my time, get healthy, get strong, and move on. And then you can meet somebody who matches your expectations. Right now, all of this looks really, really bad. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for writing me, and I hope that helps you. Now, Destiny, 1994-ish. I like the ish. That's cute. She said, oh my God, your birthday is February 13th. Yes, it is. So is mine. Birthday twins. Laughing my ass off. I don't know why that made me so happy. That is so cool. I love meeting people who were born on my birthday, because it doesn't happen very often. But the people I've met that were born on my birthday, I liked a lot. You know, as far as vibration was concerned, we got along. So that's what's up. So our birthdays are coming up. Get ready. Get ready, Destiny. Destiny, let me know in the comment section, how old are you going to be on your next birthday? Now, this one says, Tara-isms in my mind. Hey, Tara. Tara said, she said, good morning, Queen. I had a guy ask me if I was a fugitive because I was so quiet. Man, nah. I just see you, that's all. About to exit stage right. So she's basically talking about how she's, talking with some dude, and he asked her, was she a fugitive? That's why I picked that particular one, because I was like, wow. A lot of times people, if you're quiet, especially if you're an Aquarius and you're quiet, a lot of times people are like wondering, like, why are you so quiet? Why aren't you saying anything? And the truth is, we're peeping you from back deep. We're observing. But what killed me is he said, are you a fugitive? Like, hold up. Out of all of the things that could have been the problem, you could have been, maybe in a relationship, you could have been creeping. Maybe you had a bad day. It could have been any number of things. But out of all of those things, he said, are you a fugitive? Because you don't reveal much about yourself. Boy, bye. I laughed so hard when I first saw that. I was like, yo, that's pretty extreme. Anyway, guys, it's time for me to get going. So please come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.